The death of Marcel Dassault, needless to say, grieves our country, of which he was one of its greatest and most renowned citizens. Marcel Bloch is born in Paris in 1892. At a very young age, he acquires an interest in art and science. In 1909, with the advent of a Wright brothers airplane piloted by Count de Lambert, aviation enters his mind and heart. Marcel studies at the Breguet School, where he obtains a degree in engineering. Then at the École supérieure d'aéronautique, the future Sup Aéro. The time for mobilization. France enters the war. Marcel Dassault is appointed to coordinate production of the Caudron G3. The propellers are extremely inefficient. He decides to manufacture his own propeller, the Éclair. Offering better performance, it is adopted to equip numerous planes. The pilot Guilmer takes an interest in this new product and flies with it. With Henri Potez, a friend and fellow graduate of the Aeronautics School, Marcel Dassault founds the company SCA to create aircraft. After only 3 prototypes, they win their first government contract with the SCA-4. About 100 units leave the factories. Marcel Dassault marries Madeleine Manquès, who gives birth to 2 children, Claude and Serge. In 1927, Charles Lindbergh accomplishes the feat of crossing the Atlantic with the Spirit of St. Louis. Marcel Dassault, fascinated, senses there is a future for civil aviation. For lack of orders, he'd moved away from the aeronautics sphere for more than 10 years, during which time he had worked with his father-in-law in cabinet making. But with the creation of the Ministry of the Air Force with Pierre Cotte, he is presented with the opportunity to return to aviation. Albert Cacot, appointed General Technical and Industrial Manager, initiates a policy of prototypes with attractive budgets. The 2 men meet and Marcel Dassault returns to the design and production of aircraft for the government with his team of engineers. Various prototypes lead to a major order for a 3-engine transport plane for 10 passengers. He adapts these planes for many different applications, such as the air ambulance and the seaplane. Given the success of his decision-making, he founds La Société Anonyme des Avions Marcel Bloch. The aircraft pass over the airfield of the factory, where the initial tests are performed. Accordingly, each day, complete squadrons are available for the formations at the front. World War II plunges the world back into horror. The Dassault family takes refuge in central France and then in the south. It is there that they are arrested, taken away and held prisoner at Écully and then at the fort of Montluc. Transferred to Drancy, Claude, Madeleine and Serge stay in this camp, while Marcel, who continues to refuse to work for the enemy, is deported to Buchenwald in the last death convoy. He would remain there for over 8 months. The armistice is signed. He is back on French soil and welcomed at Le Bourget airport. Under all circumstances, he displays courage and perseverance, and his determination is boundless. He forgets no one and speaks with great emotion of Marcel Paul, a communist, the prisoner in charge at Buchenwald camp, who saved his life during his detention. The luck of Marcel Dassault? Perhaps thanks to his 4-leaf clover. You must handle it carefully, because it's enclosed between 2 sheets of blotting paper. And I wouldn't like anything to happen to my talisman. So, here it is.